Well, hello and happy Friday, everybody. This is Ed Diaz. I hope this video finds you well and had a productive week. If you're getting this, it's because you're in my database, just so you know. I don't send this out and just spam a bunch of people. So let me get right to it. As you guys heard, supposedly the recession is officially over. I don't know about you, but I'm speaking with a lot of people and I don't see a recession being officially over. Maybe the numbers show that, but what I'm seeing on the streets, talking with a lot of people, does not tell me that people are out of the recession in their own homes. Quite frankly, I see the opposite happening. People are still struggling. Cash is still number one. I know that a lot of people have stopped charging everything, which is really, really a great thing. So the purpose of these short videos is really just to give you kind of sense of what I'm seeing out there and the statistics that I'm seeing. By the way, the census came out this week as well, showing that the gap between the rich and the poor has gotten wider. That's not a surprise. This is going to continue to happen. We are all talking about how the middle class is really being squeezed out as well. So it's a time to retool and really to redefine ourselves and our priorities. Just to give you a sense of how it hits me personally, I was out for this. This is my first week back. A week ago, I was out for 6 days with major kidney stone problems, and that really made me appreciate the value of good health. Number one, number two, it really shook me and shook my foundation to the point where I was just really thinking about my priorities and about spending more time with the people that I love, really offering more value to the people that I care about, including the people that are referred to me like yourself, because that's probably how you ended up in my database. And I really thought also, you know what, it's time to bring even more positive thinking and more happiness, but also at the same time, more fun into life. There's so much negativity out there, and it just seems like we just stopped or forgot to have fun. So I think it's really, really important that we have balance in our lives, that we set boundaries, and that we spend time. And when I mean spend time, I mean be in the moment with those people that you care about. Okay, moving on to some other numbers. Consumer confidence is up. Looks like car sales were up just a tad, but you know what? These numbers are up such a slight little blip that it's really not making a huge difference when it comes to the economy overall. So I think here's some takeaways. Number one, if you have not already budgeted yourself and your family, I think it's really, really important that you create a budget. I personally, what I would do is before you actually create a budget, because here's the deal, the difference between a budget and tracking your expenses is the following. A budget is a discipline. Tracking your expenses is an actual activity. So what I would do is take for 30 days, buy yourself one of those little pads that have the little spirals on the top and track every single thing that you spend on. Whether it's you write a check for your car payment, you go to Starbucks, whatever the case may be, groceries, everything. You want to track everything. Write it down, put the date, the amount that you spent, and what it was for. Track it for 30 days. After 30 days, what you're going to do is you're going to go back and you're going to put those different expenditures into categories. And that way you can see what percentage of each one of those categories represents your entire paycheck. So, for example, if you're making $1,000 a month and $200 goes towards the actual, for example, groceries, then you know that 20% of your income is going towards groceries, that sort of thing. From there, you're going to really get a great idea of where your money is going, because then from there you actually budget yourself and say, you know what, maybe I'm not going to go out as much, maybe not go to the movies as much. You still want to reward yourself because it's very important. We all work very, very hard, but you also want to make sure that you're disciplined with your money. Additionally, if you do have a mortgage, I would strongly suggest, if you haven't already, take advantage of my free review of your mortgage. I will review it completely and let you know whether you're okay, don't change anything, or whether maybe we can save you some money. Because I just had a client just literally recently this week that I was able to help save $500 a month on her mortgage. And that's substantial because with that $500 a month, think about it, those savings, you can go open up an IRA, or you can put more money into your IRA, more money into your 401k, and maybe some of those kind of things, maybe an education plan for your kids, whatever the case may be. Now, if you're planning on buying, or you know someone who's planning on buying, Let me know as well, because rates are at a 50-year low. Rates are still, by the way, doing very good. Even though this last week they have been trending up as far as the rates, not enough to really make a huge difference. So there you go. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. This is Ed Diaz. My number is 415 368 1149. Have a great weekend.